Mind if I ask you, are your belongings safe? Is it truly impossible to break into your locker? Why do some people claim that locks are useless? What's the truth behind the criticism, especially when it comes to expensive locks? In this video, we will look into 6 locks, from the cheapest to the most expensive ones. Explore with us why locks are useless and why 3-digit combo locks are no good either. Please don't install these useless and futile locks, which we are about to show you, as they can be cracked easily by a thief. Let's see if locks truly provide the security we trust them to deliver. Are locks really safe? For a long time, I relied on weak and cheap locks to keep my things safe. But as I was saving money, I was getting more skeptical and perhaps bothered. What if there's something better on the expensive side? Could those pricier locks really be worth it? I decided to find out through 6 trials, each involving a lock securing a part of my soul, mainly my precious laptop that I couldn't replace. This wasn't just about testing how well the locks worked. It became a test of how committed I was, pushing me to the edge of losing my mind over picking locks. Throughout this journey, I had confronted not only the physical challenges of each lock, but also the mental and emotional hurdles that came with the determination to unravel their secrets. Each trial was a battle between doubt and determination, a dance of uncertainty and perseverance. As I started looking for ways to keep my things safe, I realized it wasn't just about getting the best lock. It was about understanding the strong link between my stuff and the efforts made to keep them safe. This search became a personal journey, uncovering more than just the physical security of locks and keys. The 6 trials were like symbols for the complex challenges we face in life. Each difficulty was a different test of how strong and determined we can be. While doing this, I wasn't just trying to figure out if locks work well. I was also learning important things about myself and how we create safety in our lives. Budget Lock Showdown. First, I tried a $10 lock from Amazon. People praised it on Amazon with a lot of good reviews, but I needed to know if it could handle my laptop's weight and my desperation. So I took a risk by tying a big chain around my laptop. Then I put on this small $10 lock without any backup keys. No safety net, just pure commitment. The pressure was intense. If I failed, I might lose my digital presence. But fear can make you do incredible things. My skills, learned from my past challenges, kicked in. I successfully picked the lock, and the $10 lock proved to be strong. However, a new challenge awaited. Now, I had to decide whether to play it safe by breaking the lock with a strong metal cutter or try risky methods I found on YouTube. One video about opening a lock with matchfire, with very few views, promised a matchstick-fueled explosion for unlocking Nirvana. My logic hesitated, but the thrill of danger pulled me in. I chose the hard option. You guessed it right. Time to get the matchsticks to work. The matches became my helpers, their tops giving away their chemical parts for my homemade detonator. The lock was ready for the fiery mix. With every sprinkle, fear tingled on my skin. If I made a mistake, not just my laptop, but all my important data could go up in smoke. But I need to try this method and see if it really works or if it's just a fake trick. So I crushed the top chemicals of all the matchsticks and tried putting all these chemicals into the key section of this lock. Now I just needed to put a matchstick here and light it up. Problem solved. Here we go. The lock is about to open with this matchstick. Let's fire it up. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I kept trying, but it didn't work at all. I felt really scared when the powder didn't work as I hoped. There was no exciting explosion, just a lock which I cannot open. Losing felt really bad, and I felt even more desperate. Scary thoughts about circular saws filled my mind, their sharp blades making harsh promises. But then, a memory surfaced on a famous locksmith's channel, the YouTube expert in picking locks. His calm tutorials had guided me before, and now he would be my virtual savior. In one of his videos, he uses the double wrench method to open locks of this type, where you grab 2 wrenches. You put the wrenches into the shackle and then you push as strongly as possible, aiming to snap the shackle of the lock. So I tried this method. With wrenches in hand and determination, I attacked the lock. Unfortunately, I hurt my hands as I used a lot of force against the strong metal. But wait, something happened. The metal yielded, forming a perfect circle. So I decided to try again. Just one final desperate push, and the lock's defenses shattered. My laptop free at last. This win wasn't just about being metal. It was a success over being scared, doing things without thinking, and the tempting parts of YouTube that aren't good. A great lock opening secret was revealed. But more importantly, I discovered a truth within myself. True security comes not just from materials like steel and silicon, but it comes from being really committed and smart about how you deal with curiosity and chaos. The Key Safe Caper. Time for the second lock, a $20 key safe like the ones Airbnb loves. Think of fancy vacation rentals for free. Not that I'd ever do that. I wouldn't, right? To push myself even further, I made sure the stakes were high. Remember how I secured my laptop with the first lock? Well, this time I placed my apartment keys inside the key safe. That means no turning back unless I figure out how to crack this code. No fancy pics this time, no sir. Nope. My secret weapon came from a sketchy YouTube video. How cool is that? I know. This little safe wasn't your typical combo lock where you just pull and twist. Nope. This one had wheels that needed to line up with a specific spot, a sort of flat notch to unlock. But how do you know when you hit the notch? Paper, my friend. Paper. Let me show you. Each wheel has a flat spot like a missing slice of pie. When all the flat spots line up, the safe pops open. Now, imagine a thin strip of paper next to the wheels. As you turn, the paper stays put unless you hit a flat spot. Then, whoosh, paper dips down like a magician's rabbit hole. That's your clue. So I stuck my paper by the first wheel and started spinning. Nothing at first. But then, spinning the wheels one by one, I didn't feel anything special for a while. Then, boom, I felt it. On number 2, the paper clearly dipped down. This was the clue. I repeated the paper trick with all the wheels. 3, 2, 2, 8, 5, 2. That lined up the flat spots, but the safe wouldn't budge. Maybe the flat spots need to be at the bottom? After some quick math, I figured it out. We needed to add 5 to each number. 2 became 7, 8 became 3, 5 became 0, and 2 became 7. The final combination, 7307. It was crazy, but it worked. The safe clicked open like a magic trick, and I was happy to solve this mystery lock. That, my friends, was the power of paper and a sketchy YouTube tutorial. Not bad for a $20 safe, huh? The Handcuff Experiment. Okay, so we're moving on to the third lock, and this one's a doozy. It's not for keeping something safe, but for an actual person. Me. Yep, I handcuffed myself. And those very keys? Gone. No worries though, I've got my trusty paperclip and some serious determination. Now, why a paperclip? It's simple. Handcuffs have a little red latch that keeps them closed. The idea is, if you stick a paperclip in the right spot, lift the latch, and there you go. Freedom. It turns out, it's not quite that easy. Getting the paperclip in the tiny keyhole was like threading a needle with spaghetti. And then there's the whole handcuffed awkwardness thing, not exactly ideal for such movements. After 10 minutes of trying, snap, the first paperclip is gone. Oops. Now I only have 3 left, and I'm already questioning if my math was any good. Round 2 with paperclip number 2. I can feel the latch, it's right there. Just gotta push down, but these cheap Chinese store paperclips are about as durable as wet tissue. Bent. The second one bites the dust too. Not a fan of being sweaty and handcuffed in this weather, by the way. But just when I'm about to give up, a miracle happens. A tiny click inside the lock. I'm close. Click, click, click. Every click means freedom inching closer. But I need a better grip on this paperclip. Time for my superpower, the super strong tongue. No weird jokes intended, I swear. Who knew tongues were so good for lockpicking? After more than 10 minutes of tongue twisting and metal bending, it happens. Yes, the latch pops open, and the second handcuff comes flying off. Phew, that was intense. Time to tackle the big boys, both in size and price. But trust me, after this handcuff adventure, nothing feels impossible. Bring on the toughest locks, I'm ready. If you enjoyed what you just watched, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel Astonishify. By doing that, you'll unlock even more fascinating content. Keyless security, the biometric padlock. Lock number 4, a fancy $150 biometric padlock rolled in like a security champion. No keys, just a combo or your own fingerprint for opening it. It looks like a genuine lock, which is extremely hard to crack. No picking, no paperclip magic. This one was supposed to be unbreakable. Except I still had one trick up my sleeves. Besides the tempting circular saw, I would use the wrenches again, but supersized this time. So I started by trying to crank and pushing with all my might. Even my hair felt the strain. Nope, it didn't seem to be helping. Turns out I was attacking the wrong spot. The double wrench method needs to hit the shackle's weak point, which means going vertical, not sideways. But my puny wrenches couldn't reach that sweet spot, and the double wrench trick wouldn't work with this lock. Plan B and C and D all flopped. Bigger wrenches? Check. Filling the gap with objects? Nope. Back to the store for even bigger wrenches. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear, still not wide enough. But wait, what if I stacked all the smaller ones underneath? Yes. Slowly, ever so slowly, the shackle started to rise. More wrenches, more space. And finally, at 6 wrenches deep, it snapped open. Talk about a struggle. This lock put up a good fight, but in the end, my hard work and powerful hands did the job with the wrench trick, and a bit of clever stacking won the day. So, does expensive always mean best? Not on this lock. But hey, even though it took a team of wrenches to complete this task, I gotta give it thumbs up for its tight-ass nature. This padlock absolutely earned its price tag, as it would be really hard for a thief to pick it. The world's strongest padlock. This massive beast costs $350 and has the reputation of being the ultimate security champion. It's surely heavy as brick. My trusty double wrench method didn't even scratch it. This lock was tough. But wait, it wasn't all show and no go. It actually had a pretty invincible lock mechanism inside. Maybe picking won't work? I was good at picking locks, but I haven't tried picking in 3 years. Turns out rusty skills lead to frustration. My fingers fumbled, and progress was painfully slow. Okay, so padlocks have many pins inside them, and since these pins are all different lengths, they prevent the lock from turning. The key helps by aligning these pins, allowing the lock to open. When we pick a lock, we use tools instead of keys. We use the pick to push the pins up and the torque wrench to turn the lock, making sure the pins don't fall back down. Even after hearing satisfying pin clicks, my tool got stuck. Panic mode activated. Doubts rushed like flies. Did I lose my touch? Is this lock the ultimate pick-proof monster? To ease my weird ego, I switched to easier locks and picked them like a champ. Maybe it was just the big guy messing with me. One last unconventional try. Nope, another miss. And then the unthinkable happened. Something totally unexpected. I can't reveal. Sorry guys, the challenge ends here. This monster lock may have crushed my ego, but I respect its strength. It's definitely a worthy opponent. Expensive doesn't always mean invincible. This lock took me to the edge, but even the toughest challenges can teach us something. Sometimes unexpected events can change the game completely. Who knows what tomorrow holds? The incredible safe. Number 6. The $500 surprise. With respect to all 5 locks I bought earlier, my plan was to buy the 6th lock for $500, but I blew the budget on the previous locks. So this one wasn't quite $500, but still, this one is heavy and fancy. It had weird keys that I couldn't pick, so my only option was fire. For this one, my plan is to start with 1 firecracker, add more if it doesn't work, and crucially, may God keep me alive and I don't blow myself up. Safety first, I hid behind a wall, wore goggles, and had 30 seconds to escape after lighting each one. Boom! The first firecracker made a bang, but barely a scratch on the safe. So next, I tried with 3 firecrackers. Nope, not enough. Maybe it's a terrible idea, but look, it has caused a little damage to the safe. So now I need to keep on trying. Let's do it with 5 of these. Damn it, the safe is not open, still locked tight. But it definitely did some serious damage, and we are close to completing our mission. So now I'm left with only 6 firecrackers. Let's go, baby. I believe this final attempt will make me proud of myself. Well, there's a chance I might fail, which is more likely, I guess. Here I am, using these 6 firecrackers together, and they're starting to look like a mini bomb. I'm excited to see what happens, but I have to run back and wait. Whoa, and the sound was enough to scare me. Let's hope the neighbors don't call the police. Well, this one has completely destroyed the safe, even twisting the safe open. Yeah, 4 attempts later, the safe was toast. Definitely not a recommended security hack for thieves. Don't try this at home, kids. We had safety measures and you might not. This video was for fun, not a guide to safe cracking with fire. Let us know what you think about these locks in the comment section below. So, what do you think about these useless and futile locks? Are these really useless? The scrutiny placed on locks, especially combination locks, raises more questions about their efficacy in providing security. I won't conclude that locks are useless and combination locks are useless. It is just that we need to re-evaluate our decision on investing too much in these systems that are not so invincible. Let's not just believe that locks are always strong and unbeatable.